We were told, yes, this is clearly necessary to improve our collective public health. If we don't do it, more people are going to die. Really? Look at this article at the Daily Signal. This is fascinating. How is this increasing public health? Am I missing something? Daily Signal, unless healthcare workers return to work ASAP, more hospitals could close. Well, Producer Drew, by the way, there's a video side, gets a kick out of my gesticulations here. This is not an act. I'm just kind of curious. I just want to know. You told us this is for public health. So now our public health infrastructure, i.e. our hospitals, are now going bankrupt. Literally the people, the doctors, the nurses, and the staff there, lab workers, people who keep a hospital open, everyone from the custodians to the brain surgeon who keep the hospital open to preserve your life. Many of us, I'm not a doctor, don't have the skills to save our own life. I can't stitch myself up, neither can my wife. We're now bankrupting them in the name of public health. So again, besides the economic destruction that happened, you can't put a price on a human life. People do it every day. We were told clearly these lockdowns are a necessity because public health's at risk. How is bankrupting hospitals not putting public health at risk? I'll wait. Anyone? Have we thought this through? I understand the initial reaction when there was a lot of uncertainty surrounding this deadly virus. People did not understand the R-naught or how contagious it was. They didn't understand the fatality rate. I get it. I understand the precautionary principle. I get. But after just a few weeks, we had an idea and were able to get our arms around what this virus was and what it did and who was vulnerable. Why we are continuing this lockdown now with no exit strategy at all at this point. In many places, not continuing everywhere. You have lockdown Larry Hogan in Maryland. You have tyrannical Gretchen Whitmer in Michigan.
Oof.
Yeah. Why we're still continuing with no runway to take, there's no vaccine. You're going to keep it. What's your exit plan? We're going to lock it down we're waiting for the curve to flatten. To what? You're waiting to flatten the economy and bankrupt our hospitals. You may have a flattened curve from coronavirus, but you're not going to reach an asymptote ever when it comes to heart attacks, strokes, and other things. You have no hospitals to treat people left. Here's another one from the Daily Signal. Remember, we're putting the economics of this aside for a moment, how this has destroyed lives, even though we shouldn't, but doing just for a moment.
All right.
Let's look at the public health angle. This is how it was sold to us. This is going to be better for public health. By bankrupting hospitals and knocking off our food supply. Daily Signal, Virginia Allen. A little curious about this one. Daily Signal, here's what we know about a possible meat shortage amid COVID-19. Not like we need essential amino acids or proteins or anything. I mean, come on, meat, who needs meat? We can eat grass like cows, even though we don't have the ability to digest it. A little roughage. Please don't eat grass. It's a joke for liberals. They'll be like, like they did with Trump. Trump told you to inject Lysol. Dan says eat grass. Please don't eat grass for the liberals who believe Trump told them to inject Lysol. I'm begging you, don't do that. You don't have the enzymes like cows to digest it. I'm not sure if you knew that. So now we have a hospital shortage pending as these hospitals slowly go bankrupt. And we have a meat shortage developing. See, liberals don't understand, is there 22 amino acids, 8 are essential. You can't produce them by recombining other amino acids, proteins. You need these essential amino acids to make complete proteins. You need to get them from your diet. It's like science, data. I know science and data. You're like, liberals are like, science, data. But keep in mind, when liberals say, right, Joe? When liberals say science and data, what do they mean? They mean politics. When conservatives say science and data, they mean facts and figures. Just throwing that out there. So yes, let's starve people to death. They don't get protein. Who needs protein? We'll eat rice cakes all day. And let's bankrupt their hospitals. That's just genius. Here's another gem I found in the Wall Street Journal this morning. And by gem, I mean a lump of coal in our stockings here. Remember, these lockdowns are all for public health. Medical research is locked down too. Clinical trials are grinding to a halt as patients are told to stay home, and research personnel are redeployed by Kevin Sheth in the Wall Street Journal. Sheth. I think I may have said that wrong. You get the point. This is great public health. This is just terrific. So we're bankrupting our hospitals, depleting our food supply, and we're also stopping hospital research into strokes, heart disease, and other diseases that are still By the way, these other diseases, for liberals out there, did not take a hiatus. They are not on vacation. Cancer doesn't have a collective Borg-like hive mind where it goes, cancer soldiers out there, I'm speaking as the general of cancer. There will be no more cancer because we're dealing with the Wuhan virus. Go on hold, Mr. Cancer, and your cancer lieutenants send the word out to the cancer source. That's not happening. Cancer's still happening. Research into cancer, however, is not, which is probably killing people. But I thought this was good for public health. A lockdown Larry in Maryland and others, and Whitmer in Michigan. Lock it down. Lock it down, man. Oregon and others. Oregon, another one. The Kate Brown up there. Lock it down. Yeah, it's in the interest of public health. No, it's not. It's actually killing people. People will die, make no mistake, from probably pending food shortage. It will be devastating. I say probably because it's happening in isolated places, and I'm not hyperbolic like the left. It will happen if this continues. Hospital shortages, which we know are coming if this doesn't open up soon because they're going bankrupt. And medical research that's not happening into diseases that are, yes, still killing people because they're not on vacation.
You just heard The Dan Bongino Show. You can also get Dan's podcasts on iTunes or SoundCloud and follow Dan on Twitter 24/7 @DBongino.